Hey there. We have got some new cool features in our platform. So let us see what it is. So let's start with blocks. So all the features are in blocks. So now we have got events. In events, what exactly is this? So as we can see that when space key is pressed, when the sprite is clicked, when the backdrop switches to backdrop one, so these all blocks are used to start a task when there is something pressed, or when something is clicked, or when some message is selected to one, or when loudness will go more than or lesser than some number. Or you can say that when this will receive some message, or when the broadcast will send a message or something like that. So these events is nothing but to start a task when you get a message, or when you perform uh, some action to tell that to start the task. So this is when we will use the events. So moving forward to controls. In controls, I'll just reduce the screen size so that it will be easy. In controls, as we have familiar with all these blocks like my program and if do and wait for 1 second, repeat sometimes. So all these blocks are it works like a shortcut here. So like as we have used many blocks from control, so like we have repeat for repeating certain tasks, we first had to go for loops and drag some 2 3 blocks, and we had to repeat. For now we got repeating 10 times. It is not just 10 times, you can repeat as many as times you want. And if you want something to be forever, we can use this block. So similarly, we have all the blocks here which we can use in repeating. And it is overall it is a shortcut for us to use these blocks without going to other blocks in one program. So the same way we have in motions too. In motions, first we had only these 5 blocks which we have on the top, like moving forward, backward, left and right, and then stop. So now we got something like move for 10 steps. So this move is only forward, and after that we can turn certain degrees, like 15 degrees right or 15 degrees left. It is not only 15, we can customize our value as much as we want, like it is from 1 degree to 360 degrees. As many as degrees we want, we can control it. So next we have is going to random position. Like if you use this block, this robot here will jump to some random position here, or here somewhere, wherever the system says it will jump on there. So now we can glide from for 1 second to random position, like and we can even glide to from point x to point y, or point in we can even point in certain direction, like now it is in pointing in 180 degrees, right? So this is 180 degrees, so we can make it 90 degrees if you want to perform task from here. So like that we can use these blocks. And now point towards mouse pointer. So these pointers we can set by using the other blocks. We can set the pointers and we will use these blocks. So the same way all these blocks are used for doing some motions. What are motions? Like these blocks are basically used to move this robot in a precise way, or in the way which we want, without using the other blocks. Like only at one place we can do all the tasks. So same way we have as looks. So looks is a completely new here, because here we can say that our robot can speak now. Like it can, if we use this first block, we can say some message like hello message for certain seconds. And or we want it to just say regardless of the timing, we can use this say hello, that is say some message, and just do whatever the block says or the program says. So the same way we have is switching to costume and thinking for same 2 seconds. So thinking is similar to saying a message. Like while thinking, it will just tell you a message for certain seconds. If you don't want the timing to be precise, then we can use just think, like how we use here. So we have as we can set costumes now, and we can even set the size by points or by percentage of the screen or the robot as per our program. So now and we can set the colors and graphics and show and hide. So what is show and hide is like it is a common, right? Show means to show some task, like here how we use showing root. So if I click on this, it will hide the root. If I again click on it, it will um, show the root. So that is like it should be visible or invisible. So that is why so the same way we will be using this. So now we can go to layers, like how we do in editing and all. Like we will control the layers as per our need. So the same way we can use the layers, like forward or backward layer, or we can go to layer 1, layer 2, layer 3, something like that. We can use this. So now moving forward, we have is costume numbers. So if you have multiple costumes, we need to give the numbers for that to identify, right? So for identifying that costume or the number of backdrop, we'll be using these blocks. And the size is used to report the current size percentage to the robot or to the controller. So this is how these all blocks will be used. And moving to sounds, so now as we saw in the looks, that saying hello, that is saying some message. So this is how the same way, or you can say the similar way, these sound blocks will be performing its task. So how exactly, like the first block here, it says play sound meow until done. So now until the task is done, whatever you say, like move forward 3 steps, until it moves forward 3 steps, it will be playing this meow sound, or it can change it to pop. So you can say like start sound, from start your task from the sound, or you can say after certain task you want your sounds to be stopped, like after moving forward and turn right. This is what you have told, but till here you need to make sound, and from this point to this point you need to go silent. So there in between you'll place the stop sound, or wherever you want you can place that to stop all the sounds. So the same way it will be controlling the sound. So this block sounds is basically used to control all the sounds whichever you are using in your program. And now like changing pitch effect is nothing but the sound effect, and the changing volume and in points, and changing setting the volume in percentage. So this is how these all blocks are used, and the volume here will be like used to report the current volume of the system or the program. So the same way we have sensors also, and we have many more sensors as of now, like now, like what all these sensors will say is, it is like we are familiar with some sensors here, like now we can ask what is your name and wait until the answer comes, or answer is nothing but whatever you are inserting in the program. So this is how all these blocks are used. Like it is nothing but to sense something, or to tell or to ask something when space key is pressed. So it checks if the space key is pressed precisely, and like that. So now I move a mouse down, so this will check mouse is down or up. So this is and how do we say that mouse is down and up? We can set the values by using the backdrops. So that is how we will know when the mouse is down or up. And this is how the sensor blocks are used. So basically it is used for sensing purposes. So And now moving forward to logic, it is same as we had before, like if and do and dash is equal to plus minus those values. Like these blocks are used for logical values. And in math also, it is similar like before, like we are using these blocks to insert values, and we have learnt about it. And in the same way, like loop and variables and functions.